YouTube. I am still sick, as you saw maybe like the couple episodes I just uploaded. But if you see the recent ones, I'm slightly recovering. My nose is not leaky, thankfully, just a little bit, and it's still slightly stuffy. But I'm getting a little bit of my energy back. I think it's because I've been drinking juice the whole time I'm recording. But anyway, this is for Arrow Season 4, Episode 2, called The Candidate. But anyway, hooray, Green Arrow! But anyway, basically the team takes out another ghost operation, but Diggle, he feels like it's not enough to really stop Ghost, right? And Oliver, he's definitely worried about Thea, because during that mission that they just did, apparently... Hang on, sorry. Apparently during the mission, Thea, her aggression is so bad that she nearly killed one of the people there for the ghost mission. So Oliver's definitely worried about Thea's excessive aggression. I don't blame him. I mean, she was put in the Lazarus Pit, and as we all stated, the Lazarus Pit makes people crazy. Even in the comic books, I mean, Ra's al Ghul in the comic books, he had his own mental instability when it came to being dipped in the Lazarus Pit so many times. And Jason Todd in the comics also went a little woohoo when he went to the Lazarus Pit himself. Also to the fact that in the comics, Jason Todd, he was dead. Like, legitly dead. Heart stopped, completely dead. And he was put in the Lazarus Pit. And so obviously him being insane, that's a given. But Ra's al Ghul, he was on the verge of death. Jason Todd was literally dead. But they've both been in the Lazarus Pit. They both went insane. So obviously Thea, going into being kind of like Ra's al Ghul on the verge of death, being dipped in the pit, so she's going to have some head stuff going on. And so apparently that head trauma thing going on with her is being excessively aggressive to the point where she nearly kills people. Anyway, Diggle, man, he's being a... Yeah, I don't know. I still don't blame Diggle about the whole Oliver thing. I get it. But it's like, he's letting his emotions get the best of him to the point where it's stopping them from actually working as a team. So Diggle at least needs to cooperate as a team member, at least. And whatever drama he has with Oliver, which I completely agree, he should have that drama because, you know, his daughter and his wife, he should leave it outside the team. At least outside of missions. You can have it outside team stuff when you're just normal Diggle and normal Oliver, fine. You can even have it inside your new little Arrow cave, that's fine. But during missions, he should just keep that aside because it's kind of not working with the group dynamic and it could cause one of them or all of them to get killed. I'm just saying. But anyway, one of the family friends of the Queen family, Jessica Danforth, the name sounds familiar. I feel like I've read that name somewhere in the comics. I don't know, but I'll look it up later. But apparently she's an old family friend of the Queen family, Jessica Danforth, and she puts in a bid because she wants to become the city's new mayor. And while she's like doing her announcement, she's attacked by someone named Lonnie Matchin. Hang on, let me see who Lonnie Matchin is. Lonnie Matchin's apparently an anarchist who was an anarchist for hire working for Dark, anyway, but... Oh, it is anarchy. Oh! Well, hello! Give me a sec, okay, guys? So, okay, I was wondering why that name sounded so freaking familiar, but apparently, Herp and Derp, it was right there in my descriptions that Jessica Danforth got attacked by Lonnie Matchin, who was an anarchist for hire working for Dark. It's right there in the name. It's Anarchy, and if you guys who remember who Anarchy is actually a child prodigy with knowledge of radical philosophy and driven to overthrow governments to like improve social conditions and all that stuff. And Anarchy is an adversary of Batman. So I was highly surprised, and like, as you well know, one of the only times you really see Anarchy in media anyway, you see obviously in the comics, but media, the only time I've ever really seen Anarchy is in the Arkham series, the video game Arkham series, because I know Anarchy is at least in Arkham Origins, if I remember correctly. But anyway, wow, and for the longest time, because the name is Lonnie, it kind of sounds like a girl name, but yeah, that's obviously a boy. um, Jessica Danforth gets attacked by Lonnie and is working for Dark, and while trying to locate Machen, like, Thea's aggressive behavior literally seriously injures a witness, and because of that, Oliver's forced to reveal to her that Malcolm Merlin gave him a warning about the fact that Thea, who's in the Lazarus pit, will not be in her right mind. And that's literally what Malcolm told, in a nutshell, that's what Malcolm told Oliver what will happen with Thea because she was dipped in the Lazarus pit. She's not going to be in her right mind. And so Oliver is forced to reveal that to Thea because she ends up seriously injuring a witness. And the team goes after Lonnie and successfully stops him, but Thea, again, goes way too far to the point where she actually sets Lonnie Machen on fire in the process. I was like, girl, I know that bloodlust rage there, but you set someone on fire. And this is a Batman villain. I don't know, man. Thea's not doing so well right now. I don't know what to... I wouldn't be surprised if there's some serious degree burnage there. That's just... no. But anyway, Lonnie escapes police custody when he's on his way en route to the hospital, which I'm surprised by considering he was set on fire. How did he escape so easily? But hey, comic book characters. Anyway, Laurel decides to take Thea back to Nanda Parbat, mainly to find a way to stop her aggression, but also she has apparently a secret agenda. She's like, I'm taking you to Nanda Parbat because I'm going to help you with your aggression, but at the same time, I'm going to bring Sarah's body with me. You heard me, guys. Laurel wants to go to Nanda Parbat and bring her baby sister's dead body and put it in the pit. This is literally like Jason Todd right now. It's like, in the comic books, Jason Todd died. In this show, Sarah dies. Both were put in the Lazarus pit. Both were revived. Well, I don't know about Sarah, but anyway, Jason was revived. He went bonker, batshit crazy. Ha, batshit. But anyway, if that's the case, Sarah might be put in the pit. If she gets revived, maybe they'll go by the comics and she will get revived and pull off a Jason Todd, you know? Live and become crazy. But anyway, Laurel doing that, I don't know. She's messing with forces she should not be. Bringing someone back to life. Not only bringing someone back to life, but bringing them back by using the pit that is making Thea go crazy with anger, aggression. I don't think that's a good idea, but whatever, Laurel. Not gonna lie, some of her decisions in the past couple of 3 seasons were not very good decisions. With the exception of becoming the new Black Canary. That was somewhat of a good decision. And being trained by Nissa, that was a good decision. But everything else was just bad, in my opinion. And also getting help for her alcoholism, that was a good decision. Everything else just seemed bad. So, Laurel's not the best judge of state of mind when it comes to making right decisions. Just saying. Anyway, Oliver actually decides to run. This is so funny. Oliver goes into the old office building of, I think, Blood? You guys remember Blood? That one dude that injected everyone with Mirakuru? Apparently they used that old office of his, and he talks to Diggle, Laurel, and Thea, and Felicity, obviously before Laurel and Thea leave for Nanda Parbat. He talks to all 4 of them saying, you know what? Their family friend, Jessica Danforth, backs out of the race because, you know, she was threatened and almost killed, right? So Oliver's like, I'm gonna run for mayor, since Jessica's not. Why not? I'm gonna help the world at night as Green Arrow and during the day as your mayor, guys. Let's go. Oliver running for mayor. Next thing you know, he's gonna run for president, you guys. Let's go. Oliver Queen for president. Anyway, sorry. Okay, let's go to the flashback. Oliver, he ends up infiltrating a local military operation that's on Leon U. As you remember, Amanda Waller pretty much finds Oliver, forces him back on the island because there's something going on there she wants him to look into. He infiltrates a local military operation that's on the island, run by a man named Raider? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's R-E-I-T-E-R. Reader, writer, I don't know. But anyway, Oliver, he pretty much pretends to be ignorant about everything, right? And because of that, Rita decides to recruit him for his cause instead of killing Oliver. So that was a pretty smart move. Oliver pretending he has no idea what's going on, and that basically Oliver told him, "Oh, I was on a shipwreck. My father died. I ended up on this island." So he pretty much feigns ignorance. He pretends that he's been on that island the whole time. Nothing's ever happened on that island when he was there. He's just trying to survive. And because of that, Reader, instead of killing Oliver, decides to recruit him. And give him a haircut! Oliver with his haircut! I was always wondering why Oliver has his signature hairstyle, because if you saw in the previous flashbacks from the previous seasons, when Oliver was back in Starling City, when he was just a typical playboy self, he had like longer hair, a little bit longer than normal, right? And then when he was on the island, it just grew longer. I was always wondering why he wanted that somewhat buzzed-looking haircut style, and I guess he got it from the military people, I guess, and he got used to it. I don't know. But it's interesting how he managed to avoid getting killed by a military dude. And you, good job. And I'm kind of really scared about the whole restoration thing. Episode 3 is called Restoration. Obviously, that might mean Laurel and Thea, Nanda Parbat, Sarah's body. And the possibility of Sarah actually being revived by the Lazarus Pit. But because it's the Lazarus Pit and it makes people crazy with whoever dunks into it, Lord knows what's going to happen to Sarah. Whether she gets revived and goes crazy or she's still dead, I don't know. But judging by the title being Restoration, I'm only guessing she's alive. But anyway, I'll see you guys in episode 3 recording, because I already did 4, and after episode 3, I'll have 5 through 7. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Hey, wish me luck. I'm still sad and sick. Bye.